good matchup in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Chicago Bears. Set to go now on a white and snowy December afternoon. And off we go from Soldier Field. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. And incomplete to open things up. These two teams, you may remember, they met in Minnesota earlier in the year with the Vikings coming out victorious. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Chicago. Tua sets up to pass it. And that is caught downfield by Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47th. First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. This defense for the Bears very strong in that victory a week ago.
And they needed to be because our offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you have to outplay their defense as well. And that's what they did in their last game.
Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical that it'd be this easy. But they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And a quick throw there is incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Maybe that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on third down. He was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Butker's kick here is good, and the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
First and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. And complete to Drake London. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now back to throw. Throws right back to London, complete again. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The Bears at 3-10 now on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Into the hands of London. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 14 yards in a Chicago first down. In motion comes the tight end left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Trap 60.
And London, the motion man, right. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's 2nd and 8. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On first down, Tagovailoa throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Bears defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be, because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing.
Touchdown, Vikings! Cooper Kupp with career touchdown number 109. That ties him with Barry Sanders on the all-time NFL list. And the Vikings have retaken the lead.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Second and 10.
Seven Pirates!
In motion left, Bateman. Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult in normal conditions. In these conditions, almost impossible.
A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now 2nd and 5. Back to throw here. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
They'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 41. That's out quickly to Bateman. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Go ahead.
Here's 2nd and 10. Pierce gets this one running right. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old-school NFL football, the right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
57 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Dragon 60. Hey, smash. Mustang 19. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
19 tight. 19 tight. Check smash. Check smash. 18. Pioneer.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Okay,
They'll
break.
be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Drake London with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35.
At their own 36-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Ready, break. 19 Lions. Ready, ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Rashad Bateman, 35 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Now a 2nd and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. First and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
A game